A science project presentation by Imtiaz Haque and Pallera. The table of contents, slide 1 to slide 20. Pre-post quiz. Was Pangaea made up of small continents or just one whole continent? How many type of plate boundaries are there? What is seafloor spreading? Pangaea. Scientists believe that 250 million years ago, a supercontinent known as Pangaea existed. This supercontinent was made up of all the continents on Earth. Over time, these continents have broken apart and slowly drifted away from one another. This drift continues today, so that the form the Earth takes today may not be the same in the future as Pangaea 250 million years ago. The continental drift theory. The continental drift theory is a theory that once in Earth that all the continents were originated from one supercontinent joined together as one, which scientists call Pangaea. The supercontinents eventually drifted apart, forming what is now the 7 continents today. Continental drift evidence. Alfred Wegener first thought the continents were joined together because of South America and Africa. The southeast of South America and southwest of Africa look like puzzle pieces that fit together, those 2 continents. Fossil evidence. Fossil evidence for continental drift was that several fossils from organisms were found on different landmasses. Wegener reasoned that these organisms could not have swam across the ocean separating the continents. An example is the Mesosaurus, a reptile whose fossils were found on the southeast of South America and southwest of Africa. If the Mesosaurus was able to cross the ocean in between the continents, then the fossils should have been more widely distributed. Therefore, South America and Africa had to be joined at some point. So that's the Mesosaurus and those 2 continents. In this picture is like other animals and leaves or plants. Continental drift evidence land bridges. The idea of land bridges was once the most widely accepted for the explanation for similar fossils being found on different land masses. Most scientists believe that during the glacial period, the sea level lowered and allowed animals to cross the oceans. However, if land bridges did exist, then the remnants should be found in the oceans, but none were ever found. So those were the land bridges the animals should have crossed, but they didn't find any bones or remnants. Seafloor spreading. Seafloor spreading is a process in which the ocean floor is extended to such degree when 2 plates move apart. As the 2 plates move apart, rocks break and form a crack between the plates, which occur along the plate boundary. Magma rises through the crack between the plates like an undersea volcano. Magma. What are plate tectonics? Plate tectonics was introduced during the 1960s and 70s. They move at different speed and directions, located in the lithosphere, and multiple individual plates. Tectonic plate theory. The theory of plate tectonics explains how and why the Earth's plates move and can give us an understanding how earthquake, tidal waves, mountain range formation, ocean ridges, and volcanoes occur. So those red things are those plates. Are plates, yeah. Type of plate tectonics, plate boundaries. There are 3 primary types of plate boundaries: convergent, divergent, and transform fault boundaries. As a giant plate moves, diverging pulling apart, or converging coming together along their borders, energy are unleashed that transform Earth's surface. All plates move at different relative speeds and independently of each other. The jigsaw of plates are interconnected, meaning no single plate can move without affecting others and can be influenced thousands of miles away. Divergent boundaries. At divergent boundaries, new crust is created as one or more plates pull away from each other. Oceans are born and grow wider, while the plates pull apart from each other. The picture. Transform fault boundaries. Transform fault boundaries are where 2 plates are sliding horizontally past one another. These are also commonly known as fault. Most transform faults are found on the ocean floor. A few, however, occur on land. So two plates are grinding on each other horizontally. Convergent boundaries. Convergent boundaries is where crust is destroyed and then recycled back into the interior of the Earth as one plate dives under another. These are known as subduction zones, which mountains and volcanoes are often found where plates converge. There are three types of convergent boundaries: oceanic to continental, oceanic to oceanic, and continental to continental. Oceanic to continental. An event where an oceanic plate collides with a continental plate. The oceanic plate is subducted because it is more denser and can cause both volcanic and mountain forming activity. So the oceanic crust, the continental crust. Oceanic to oceanic. An event where an oceanic plate collides with another oceanic plate. The denser plate subducts into the mantle and results in melting of the lithosphere rock into the area of the subduction. This causes underwater volcanoes to form, and if the volcanoes reach the surface of the water, vol- volcanic arc islands are formed by it. Continental to continental. An event where two continental plates collide but neither subducts into the mantle. The crust is thickened and results in mountain ranges. So two continentals form and creates mountains. Post quiz. What is Pangea? What is continental drift? What is seafloor spreading? What are the three plate boundaries called? The credits. Those are the two websites that I used and some other. Yeah. The end.